Joining us with more, NBC News Justice correspondent Pete Williams. So, Pete, kind of frankly, a little bit of a busy day in your neck of the woods. I have to say, my obsession is the argument about the faithless electors. And that happened in the Supreme Court. What do we learn?
Well, I think we learned that the Supreme Court is not going to buy the argument that presidential electors are not bound by the states that to vote for the popular vote in the state and instead are free electors. Now, that was the claim that was made by the lawyers for some faithless electors from 2016 from Colorado and Washington State who were either penalized or their votes weren't counted. And they told the Supreme Court today that, look, all the Constitution says is that, sure, you can require a person to take a pledge to vote according to how the popular vote in a state went. But once they agree in December to sit down and vote in the Electoral College, the state vanishes from the picture and it has nothing to say about how they vote. Justices Samuel Alito and Brett Kavanaugh both said they thought that could create chaos, that when there's a very close presidential election in the popular vote, that there would be a concerted effort, is the way Alito said, to try to influence the electors to vote a certain way or even to possibly bribe them. And Justice Thomas said, do you mean to tell me that if an elector pledges to vote according to the popular vote and then votes for Frodo Baggins, a character from Lord of the Rings, the state can't do anything about it? So I think what it's going to come down to is this. Sure, the Constitution does say that states can choose their electors. It doesn't explicitly prohibit the state from controlling how the electors vote. It's sort of silent on that question, and maybe it was summed up best by Elena Kagan, who said maybe when there's silence, the best thing is to leave it to the states. So, as you know so well, people who don't like the people who don't like the Electoral College were hoping that the Supreme Court would create a ripple in the pond and maybe lead people to change the system. I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.